Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most well-known Nepo celebrities who are way more famous than their parents.
You don't need your daddy's money. Then leave it there.
Number 10. Drew Barrymore. It didn't take long for Drew Barrymore to eclipse her father. Drew was born to John Barrymore, who himself was part of a long line of actors.
You too now?
Yeah. It's funny, but it's a mean kind of funny if you're in my place.
Despite a solid filmography, including a starring role in High Lonesome, John never became a household name. That's certainly not the case for Drew. She started acting at just 11 months old and eventually landed the role of Gertie in Steven Spielberg's E.T. She was just 7 when the movie released in the summer of 1982, and she quickly overtook her father in the fame department. Said fame has never really let up, and she has become the most prominent member of the Barrymore family.
Thank you for guiding me in the right direction. I would like to rise to your occasion and your guidance, and I love you, and thank you. I am humbled and honored.
Number 9. Lenny Kravitz. You might not know Lenny Kravitz is related to anyone famous because he doesn't share their name. He is actually the son of Roxy Roker, who you might know better as Helen Willis on The Jeffersons.
Better get busy.
Helen, what about the shopping?
Oh, shopping? That'll have to wait. I have to read over this material and get busy on the newsletter.
Kravitz decided from a young age that he didn't want to be an actor, but a musician. This desire was supported by his parents, who took him to many concerts as a young child. This helped foster in him a love for music. A love that would eventually culminate in more than 40 million sold albums, top 5 singles, and 4 consecutive Grammy Awards. That said, his mother's passion seemingly had an influence, and he would also have a go at acting in the Hunger Games movies, among others.
I want to do something that they're going to remember. Did they explain about trying to get sponsors?
Yeah, but I'm not very good at making friends.
We'll see.
Number 8. Gwyneth Paltrow.
Very well, madam. You have us playing the violin. What happens next?
Next, Mr. Adams.
Yes, what does Tom do now?
Why, just what you'd expect. We dance.
Blythe Danner made herself a great career, winning 2 Emmys, a Tony, and starring opposite Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro in Meet the Parents. Yet her daughter is still more famous than she is.
Your eyes are red. A few tears for your long-lost boss?
Tears of joy. I hate job hunting.
Gwyneth Paltrow was born to Danner and Danner's late husband Bruce Paltrow, who himself was in the industry, having notably directed episodes of St. Elsewhere and Homicide: Life on the Street. Paltrow first acted in a made-for-TV movie that her father directed, and her godfather, Steven Spielberg, later cast her as young Wendy Darling in Hook. And with that, a legendary career was off. A career that would include billion-dollar blockbusters and the Academy Award for Best Actress.
We'll have poetry in my life. And adventure. And love.
Number 7. Jeff Bridges.
Unlike a lot of guys in showbiz, he encouraged all of us kids to get in, become actors. He loved it so much.
Lloyd Bridges is an acting legend. He has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, having appeared in a number of acclaimed and popular films like Little Big Horn, High Noon, and Airplane. Young Jeff often acted with his father, appearing alongside him on Sea Hunt and The Lloyd Bridges Show. This led to better and better work, and in 1971, Jeff starred in The Last Picture Show and earned himself an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor.
Peter didn't let us look at any dailies, but we had a feeling we were doing something kind of special. And to this day, that film, to me, just kind of sits by itself.
It was a sign of things to come, and the first of 7 Oscar noms thus far. Go back to the early 50s and tell people that Lloyd Bridges' son would be more famous than him, and no one would believe you.
I haven't got time, Harv.
Okay. Then let's get out of business. You want me to stick? You put the word in for me like I said.
Number 6. Jennifer Aniston.
One day I'm going to do that. I really know I'm going to get out of this house. It's another story. And I'm going to be on there. I'm going to be that. And then I got a Bob's Big Boy commercial, and I got into SAG.
We mean, it doesn't get much bigger than Jennifer Aniston. Arguably one of the most famous stars of all time, Aniston has dominated both television and film, with box office grosses of well over $1 billion.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's so much better than what I had at Ralph Lauren. The money is great.
She was born to actress Nancy Dow and her more famous husband, John Aniston, who played Victor Kiriakis on Days of Our Lives for nearly 40 years. He even received the Daytime Emmy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2022, shortly before his death at the age of 89. And while decades on a soap opera is quite the accomplishment, he was probably even prouder of what his daughter has managed to accomplish.
I knew right from the beginning when she started auditioning for things, because she got called, she always got a call back. Always. I said, well, it's just a matter of time.
Number 5. Miley Cyrus.
We all wanna believe in love. We all wanna believe in something bigger than just us.
Often regarded as a pop icon, Miley Cyrus came in like a wrecking ball and is now more famous than her father, Billy Ray. A legendary country artist, Billy Ray Cyrus is widely known for his debut album, Some Gave All, which spent 17 consecutive weeks at #1, sold over 9 million copies in its first year, and produced the chart topper Achy Breaky Heart.
And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man.
The album was released in May 1992, just 6 months before Miley was born. She was given the name Destiny Hope as a sort of good luck charm, her parents basically manifesting their wish that she'd do well in life. We think it worked.
Can take myself dancing, and I can hold my own head.
Number 4. Jamie Lee Curtis. Somehow, some way, Jamie Lee Curtis is more popular than both of her parents, and that is quite the accomplishment.
To both reach the heights that they did in their careers. And they were the first people I thought of the second my name was called.
Her father, Tony Curtis, was huge in the 1950s, notably starring opposite Marilyn Monroe in Some Like It Hot and scoring an Oscar nomination for his performance in The Defiant Ones. Meanwhile, her mother, Janet Leigh, scored her own Oscar nom playing Marion Crane in the legendary Psycho.
We all go a little mad sometimes. Haven't you?
Yes. Sometimes just one time can be enough.
Unfortunately, Tony wasn't around for Jamie Lee, and she was raised by Lee and her stepdad, Robert Brandt. But that didn't deter her from acting, and after a brief stint in law school and some TV roles, Curtis starred in John Carpenter's Halloween. The rest is history.
There is no one you've ever met who loves being an actor on a movie set more than me.
Number 3. Angelina Jolie.
Congratulations.
Now, is this your first Academy Award?
Yeah. I'd like to say hello.
That's a gorgeous dress. Beautiful. Are you nervous for your dad tonight?
Sort of. This is another actress who had a rocky relationship with her famous father. Jolie was born to actor Jon Voight in 1975, a few years before he won the Academy Award for his performance in Coming Home. Voight had been famous long before his Oscar win, as he was considered an icon of the late 60s counterculture, a reputation that was fueled by his role in Midnight Cowboy.
Well, I hope you know what you're in for. I'm a truly dangerous person, I am. Someone does me bad like you, I swear, if I'd have caught up with you that night, there would have been one dead rat so long by now. You understand me?
Jolie would later star with her father in the movie Looking to Get Out, and would go on to win an Oscar herself for Girl Interrupted. It was just one of Jolie's many accomplishments. Accomplishments which have helped her surpass her dad's fame.
You make something you truly enjoy, and you hope that it brings the same level of interest and joy in someone else. So to try to be really bold.
Number 2. Whitney Houston.
I believe the children are our future. teach them well and let them lead the way.
Just as she will always love you, the world will always love the late Whitney Houston. She was one of the most awarded entertainers of all time, one of the greatest singers ever, and had 7 consecutive #1 singles, a record, all while selling over 200 million records. So yeah, she was pretty popular. Whitney has long overshadowed her mother, Cissy Houston, who herself won 2 Grammys and sang backup for the likes of Elvis and Aretha Franklin in addition to her solo work. Speaking of singing backup, that's how Whitney got her start, notably performing alongside her mom at various cabaret clubs and with her on the song Think It Over, which reached #5 on the US Dance Club chart.
Me and you against the world.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
#1. Robert Downey Jr. Well, it's easy to guess who Robert Downey Jr. is related to. Yep, Robert Downey Sr., or as he was known then, just Robert Downey.
It was this idea that films kind of brought us together, and to this day, still do.
Sr. was a filmmaker and actor, landing a number of small roles and working on low-budget movies that were popular in the anti-establishment era of the 60s and 70s. In these movies, he would often cast his wife Elsie Ann and kids, including young Junior, who started acting at the age of 5.
Have any hair on your balls?
I'm afraid to look.
Suffice to say, Junior has long eclipsed both his mother and father in popularity, winning an Oscar and leading one of the highest-grossing franchises of all time. From low-budget counterculture movies to the MCU, it doesn't get much different than that.
You know, he did drop the odd pearl.
Yeah? Like what?
No amount of money ever bought a second of time.
Smart guy.
Did his best.
Can you think of any other examples? Let us know in the comments below.
We got really lucky.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of people didn't.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.